everyone. Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Robin Zimmerman. We have with us the Director of Exhibitions, Elizabeth Greenberg, once again. And she is the Director of Exhibitions for the Coastal Discovery Museum. And we're here to talk about a really cool exhibit that actually opens on the 16th of July, goes all the way through October the 6th. So good to see you.
You too.
It's an art quilt exhibit.
Yes,
right?
So it's called Imagine, and this is the group is the Art Quilters of the Lowcountry. So there are 5 art quilters who came together through the larger quilt guilds that exist down here. They met each other because art quilting is a very particular kind of subset within the quilting community. So for most people, we think of quilts, we think of what we put on our beds, right? You know, our grandmothers, our mothers made them. But art quilting is you use fabric and thread in the same sort of quilting way, but they're basically like painting with fabric and thread. So they're making these beautiful pictures that they hang on the wall. You don't put them on a bed or on the floor or anything like that.
So they're like framed?
They're framed, yes.
So large and small?
Large and small. So everything from, I think our smallest piece is probably about that size, I don't know, 6 by 8. And then there are large pieces that are, oh my goodness, 56 by 70 or something like that. So it's a mix. All of the artists have, you know, some of them work big. That, you know, Ron Hodge, he tends to work big. He has some very large pieces. And then some of them, you know, work smaller. So
you have the opening reception on Thursday, July 18th.
Yes.
So that would be nice. It is open. Is that open to the public?
It is free and open to the public. We love to see people come, whether you come to all our receptions or just this is your first time. It's a come have a glass of wine, see the exhibit, and all 5 artists will be there. So meet the artists. You can talk to them.
And then I really like the gallery talk. So beginning next week, which would be I believe that's the 25th of July, on Thursdays at 10, you'll have an artist give a sort of a demonstration and talk.
So every Thursday for 5 weeks, there's 5 of the art quilters. So every Thursday starting next week, they will each take a week and come and talk about whatever is particular, that like their particular thing that they do a lot of. So for instance, Ron Hodge, he does beading. None of the other 4 don't really do beading. So he will demonstrate beading work, talk about his beading work. You know, he's got all these pieces up in the show so he can show people and then also demonstrate. And then each of them will take a different topic. And those topics are online on our website. You can look for more information at coastaldiscovery.org.
Are most of these artists, is this their profession or is this a hobby?
Well, that's an interesting question, right? I mean, people move to Hilton Head. It's I would call it their second careers, because many of them, all of them, had other careers before, and so they're all retired. Technically retired, but not, because they're super active doing this, and they exhibit a lot. And Peg Weschke worked for IBM for decades, you know. So everybody comes at this from a different place, and it sort of shows in their work. You know, like Peg is very precise in her work. She was you know, she has that analytical mind, But I wouldn't call it just a hobby. I mean, they're very serious about their work, and they do it all the time.
So Morrissey, is that pronounced that?
Yes.
And seascape stripes, very popular.
Yes, she has the most beautiful work. It's very popular. Her work always sells. And Ro lives in Bluffton, and she actually moved down here. She lived on Cape Cod before. So she was a very active quilter up on Cape Cod as well. And it's interesting when you look at her Cape Cod work versus, when I first met her, she showed me some of the Cape Cod work versus Hilton Head work, and the way in which the colors shifted. Like both are on the sea.
Interesting.
And her work continues to develop, but she has a very signature style. But there, you can tell the difference between the 2 places. So, but she does a lot with horizontals, and then she stitches the grasses and does all the quilting on top of that. And her work really is beautiful.
All right. So Imagine, the Art Quilters of the Lowcountry at the Coastal Discovery Museum begins on the 16th of July.
Today,
actually, goes all the way into early October.
Yes.
So it'll be a beautiful exhibit. I can't wait to see it.
Yes.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you.